Reasonable Doubt. How'd you come up with that title, my brother?
Well, whatever you do in life, be it, interviews, radio, rap, or whatever, people gonna judge you. And it's always reasonable doubt until they can, get the product in their hand. So when I was making the album, I was just like, what'd be a better way, reasonable doubt. The album, we putting the album on trial for the whole world to judge. Yeah. Yeah. Rockefeller, we invite you to something epic, where we hustle out of a sense of hopelessness, sort of a desperation. Through that desperation, we come addicted, sort of like the fiends we accustomed to serving. Where we feel we have nothing to lose, so we offer you, well, we offer our lives. What do you bring to the table? Well, I'm watching every nigga watching me closely. My shit is butter for the bread, they wanna toast me. I keep my head, both of them where they supposed to be. Holes that get you sidetracked and clap from close feet. I don't sleep, I'm tired, I feel wired like codeine. These days a brother gotta admire me from 4 fiends away. My pain, which shit was quick to see. From selling cane to brains was fried to a fricassee. Can't lie, at the time it never bothered me. At the bar, getting my dog on properly. My squad and me lack of respect for authority. Laughing hard, happy to be escaping poverty. However brief, I know this game got valleys and peaks. Expectation for dips, for precipitation, we stack chips hardly. The youth I used to be, soon to see a million, no more. Big Willie, my game is grown, prefer you call me William. Illin' for revenues, grateful lemon like Channel 7 News. Round 7 Jews, head dead in the mic, forgetting all I ever knew. Convenient amnesia, I suggest you call my lawyer, I know the procedure. Block my body, can't trap my mind easily. Explain why we adapt to crime. I'd rather die enormous than live dormant, that's how we on it. Live at the main event, I better trip them out, we on it. Presidential suites, my residential for the weekend. Confidentially speaking in code since I sent you beacon. The NXS rental, don't be fooled, my game is mental. We both out of town, dawg, what you trying to get into? Viva, Las Vegas, see ya later at the crab tables. Meet me by the one that starts a G-up. This way no fraud willies, present gambling, they re-up. And we can have a pleasant time sipping margaritas, yeah. Can I live? Can I live? My mind is infested with sick thoughts that circle like a Lexus. If driven wrong, it's sure to hurt you. Dual level like duplexes. And unity, my crew and me commit atrocities like we got immunity. You guessed it, manifested intangible goods. Platinum Rolexed it. We don't lease, we buy the whole car, as you should. My confederation, detonation, explode on detonation. Overload the mind of the said patient. When it boils the steam, it comes to it. We all fiends gotta do it. Even righteous minds go through this. True this, the street schoolers to spend our money foolish. Born with jewelers and watch for intruders. I stepped it up another level, meditated like a Buddhist. Recruited lieutenants with ludicrous dreams of getting cream, let's do this. It gets TDS, so I keep one eye open like CBS. You see me stressed, right? Can I live? Can I live? Can I live? Can I live? Rockefeller, y'all.
The samples that he was using with people like DJ Premier and Ski and Clark Kent, it was very sweeping, jazzy, broad, airy, colorful, lush. You know, he gave a very lurid depiction to what was going on in the street like nobody before him. He was the voice of the crack generation. He gave it a very intelligent, precise voice. And in doing so, he became like what Scorsese did with both Mean Streets and Goodfellas and Scarface, and even a movie that I wrote, New Jack City. So he became the articulate voice of this guy that we looked at as, quote unquote, the bad guy. And it became very cinematic.
I better trip them out, we on it. Presidential suites, my residential for the weekend. Confidentially speaking in code since I sent you beacon. The NXS rental, don't
when we did the shows, because I DJ'd for Jay. And this was the song we started the show off with. And because I did the record, I used to really look in the crowd. The chicks was all up front and they going crazy, but I wasn't looking for that in the first few shows. I was looking in the back, them dudes in the back. But yo, the dudes in the back, it's a hard live. They was word for word.
Can I live?
They was just feeling them. Yo, they seen what he was seeing, they felt what he was feeling, and it was just, yo, it was crazy. And it's just mind-boggling me that it has moved outside of the hood and became a classic in so many different worlds that they see it and they get it and they appreciate it. So I wanted to add something great to the album and something that I felt that people could identify with. And when we did the record, I was like, yeah, sounds different and it's a feeling, you spitting, and this is like Jay the hustler. Yeah, this is his persona and everything like that. He's giving it to him all right there. And that's the beat. That's everything that embodies the beat right there. You have the beginning. The second part of the beginning with the big ending, which is just the difference is the horns.
You know, I didn't have the idea to make a song, Can I Live? I didn't know I was gonna say Can I Live? It was just, you know, that's listening to the strings and listening to the tracks that just brought out that type of mentality and where I was at and where my thinking was at the time.
Transition part to the beat with the strings. You hear the strings.
The strings on that was just, it was like mind-blowing. It was like, it wasn't done. Holes that get you sidetracked and clap from close feet. I don't sleep, I'm tired. I feel wired like codeine. These days I gotta run with my knees from 4 feet away. My pain when shit was quick to see. From selling cane, the brains was fried to it. So at that point right there, right, I'm telling you, I'm describing the hustler, right? And what the things that he goes through in life, right? And then right around the 8th bar or something like that, the emotions shift, right? And now that hustler who's doing these reckless things in his own community becomes reflective. My pain when shit was quick to see. Selling cane, the brains was fried to a fricassee. Can't lie, at the time it never bothered me. At the bar, getting my thug on properly. My squad and me lack a respect for authority. Laughing hard, happy to be escaping poverty. Now he's talking about my pain when shit was quick to see. From selling cane, the brains was fried to a fricassee. So he knows the damage that he's doing in my own community, to my own people. You know, so just look at the emotions that's taking place in this verse already. Lock my body, can't trap my mind. Easily explain why we adapt to crime. Rather die enormous than live dormant, that's how we on it. Lock my body, can't trap my mind. Easily explain why we adapt to crime. I'd rather die enormous than live dormant, that's how we on it.
But that line, I'd rather die enormous than live dormant, that's how we on it. Living the American dream with a vengeance. I'm gonna get it. I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna get it. And
you gotta understand the reason, right? Why does that guy think like that? Right? How do you arrive at that point? You gotta also look at that. You have to look at that. You got to look at the environments and places we live in and how things are set up and how things are structured and how we're always the last on the totem pole, even from our schooling to our roads to, you know, everything that all the obstacles that's placed in front of us, even our living conditions. You live in a project. Someone lives here, 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 and here. You know, you have to deal with all these different type of personalities. You're in the box. Someone's above you, below you, to the right of you, and to the left of you. And every day you have to manage that circle. And that's just 2 floors. These buildings have 26 floors and there's a ton of them, right? These low income houses and everything is messed up there. So that's like living dormant. If this is what I have to live for, then I'm gonna take a chance to get more. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens to me.
The street schoolers to spend our money foolish. Born with jewelers and watch for intruders. I stepped it up another level, meditated like a Buddhist.
The street school us to spend our money foolish. Born with jewelers and watch for intruders. I stepped it up another level, meditated like a Buddhist. Recruited lieutenants with ludicrous dreams of getting cream. Let's do this. It gets TDS. So I keep one eye open like CBS. You know the logo for CBS.
Right?
The logo for CBS was the one eye. So this is how I'm living like this. Not trusting, because that's what happens. You tend not to trust people because it's a life and death thing every day. Imagine living like that.
Can I live? Can I live?
This is our life, and this is what we want, and this is what we gonna get. And if it means doing this or doing that, it's the Scarface mentality. You ever read the posters, and at the end line it says, "He lived the American dream with a vengeance." It's the best line in the world, but that sums up JayZ. That sums up Irv Gotti. That sums up everybody coming from the bottom and trying to get up to the top.
When we were kids, when we'd be outside playing basketball, right, and we'd be a man shorter, he was supposed to be on our team, and we'd be waiting for him, and you'd go get him, and he's still upstairs just writing and reading dictionaries, understanding words, and putting them together inside his head. You're in the projects, you live in dog years, right? Growing up as kids, I remember once this lady told me, "You guys might never live to be 21 years old." So at 14 and 15 years old, you damn near a grown man in your mind. You know what I mean? You're doing things, you're hanging out all night, you're in clubs, you might be carrying a gun, you're selling drugs, you might have a car, you might be paying your parents' rent and taking care of the whole household. So those years, living the way you are to be 25 is like being 50. You have knowledge far past your youth, right? So as you get older, you just accumulate more things as you're learning more things as you grow. He just knew how to play both sides of it. I remember we were driving down Nostrand Avenue one day, listening to some music. And I was telling Jay, "Yo, you need to be spitting like such and such, man. You know what I mean? Giving him some real knowledge." He's like, "No, it'll be too deep. I can't be too deep. I have to spoon feed him. Everything I have to do, you have to spoon feed him lightly. If I give them too much, they won't take it. Once I spoon feed them lightly, feed them the sugar, and then give them some knowledge on top of that, then they'll take that in and start growing with you."
A lot of people kind of just glorify the hustling aspect of it. But if you really listen to like A Reasonable Doubt, he does glorify things, but at the end he shows what the repercussion is. So I think if they got the whole message, they can understand exactly why he's celebrating, like this kid whose father left him and the environment around him, around all of us. There was always something in all of our lives that kind of changed. Dane when his mother died, Jay when his father left him as a kid, and me being evicted when I was 10 years old and then living in a shelter for years. It was always that one thing in our lives that we had in common, that we knew that we wanted to take over the world or do something that was groundbreaking. And I think that's that drive that we had as we started to get older and see things and get in the business, and then having the money was always a celebration for us. But it was a celebration because of our circumstances. And I don't think people, knew that. And it was always, from the smallest to the tallest, right? So, being able to get your first $100 pair of sneakers was a celebration. Your first bottle of champagne was a celebration. It's just that things kept growing for us. So we were celebrating all the time.
Down in the Vata, aha, papa, word life, I dabbled in crazy way. Without rap, I was crazy straight. Nigga, I'm still spending money from.
Yeah, man, we definitely got paid for the work we did, man. They took care of us. I remember getting on the train, man, with a backpack, like 20 grand in my backpack on the train. If people would have known, I would have been done.
matter of fact, statute of limitation gone. But it was one of them things. We was hustlers. You got to figure like this. Wouldn't you rather get paid cash money than get jerked about somebody telling you, we're going to do this deal with you, we're going to give you a check, you're going to wait on these royalties and might never see them? At least you got this cash money, you can go pay them bills quick.
Okay, if you got that Reasonable Doubt album, well, I'm watching every nigga watching me closely. My shit is butter for the bread, they wanna toast me. I keep both of them where they supposed to be. Hoes, get you sidetracked and clap from close feet. I don't sleep, I'm tired, I feel wired like codeine. These days a brother gotta admire me from 4 feet away. My pain, wish it was quick to see. From selling cane, the brains is fried to a fricassee. Can't lie, at the time it never bothered me. At the bar, getting my dog on properly. My squad and me lack a respect for authority. Laughing hard, happy to be escaping poverty. However brief, I know this game got valleys and peaks. Expectation for dips, for precipitation, we stack chips, hardly. The youth I used to be, soon to see a billion, no more. Big Willie, my game is grown, prefer you call me William. Illin' for revenues, grateful at midnight, Channel 7 News round. 7 Jews hang dead in the mic, forgetting all I ever knew. Convenient amnesia, I suggest you call my lawyer, I know the procedure. Lock my body, can't trap my mind. Easily explain why we adapt to crime. I'd rather die enormous than live dormant, that's how we on it. Live at the main event, I better trip the Maui on it. Presidential suites, my residentials for the weekend. Confidentially speaking, they cold since I sent you peeking. The NXS rental, don't be fooled, my game is mental. We both out of town, dawg, what you trying to get into? Viva, Las Vegas, see you later at the crab tables. Meet me by the one that starts in Geo. This way no fraud, Willie's present, gambling in Rio. And we can have a pleasant time, sipping margarita, yeah.
And I live means so much because like I said, it goes back to us in Vegas. It was real, ringside at Tyson fight, and we seeing B.I.G. and Puff and Dr. Dre sitting in front of us, and it was like, whoa, y'all really here ringside? The lyrics alone was that's what, like I said, that's where my nickname Vegas Jones come from. Meet me at the crab table, the one that starts at G-Up, cause ain't no Frost Willie's gambling in re-up. That was me. I'm sitting at the crab table, 2 chicks with me. I got one with a bottle of Don, one with a bottle of Cristal. I'm like up 20,000, so I looked at it like, it's a free trip. That was a moment of time where as though we was just on our mojo in the streets, living life and just doing what we do.
My mind is infested with sick thoughts that circle like a Lexus. If driven wrong, it's sure to hurt you. Dual level like duplexes. In unity, my crew and me commit atrocities like we got immunity. You guessed it, manifested intangible goods. Platinum Rolexed it, we don't lease, we buy the whole car, as you should. My confederation, detonation, explode on detonation. Overload the mind of the sad patient. When it boils the steam, it comes to it, we all fiends. Gotta do this, even righteous minds go through this. True this, the street school us to spend our money foolish. Bomb with jewelers and watch for intruders. I stepped it up another level, meditated like a Buddhist. Recruited lieutenants with ludicrous dreams of getting cream. Let's do this, it gets TDS. So I keep one eye open like CBS. You see me struck right. What's the name of this song? Come on, 1, 2. What's the name of this song? Now if the rock is in the building, say hell yeah. Throw your diamonds in the air. If the rock is in the building, say hell yeah. Throw your diamonds in the air. If the rock is in the building, say hell yeah. Throw your diamonds in the air. If the rock is in the building, say hell yeah. Throw your diamonds in the air. Keep your diamonds in the air, yeah. What's the name of this song? Come on.
Start to finish, you can write. You may not like everything, but it's like a complete thought delivered, executed perfectly, without the pressure of anybody telling you like what to do. It's just what felt right for him and the people that he surrounded himself with.
All the music was honest, man. It was just honest. It was from your heart. Anytime, you know, you speaking the truth or you being honest about whatever you do, it's people gonna feel it. You know what I mean? That's all it was. Just honest lyrics, honest creativity, always resonates. No labels, nobody telling us how to do it. You know what I mean? Just creative freedom, just being your own person, your own, you know, your own boss, your own whatever in anything you do. You know what I mean? And just not being afraid to do your thing. You know, to express whatever you gotta express in the way you know how to express it, man.
That album is like, that has a spot in my life forever. Like it's that side of the heart where as though you got the family, you know, you got the kids, you know, you got mom, you know what I mean? You know, you got God, but then I got Reasonable Doubt. I think Reasonable Doubt represents that culture of what we are, who we are, and guess what? The world is made up the good, the bad, the ugly. Some of you might like it, some of you might don't. Some of you might understand it, some don't. But that was a language that we know a lot of people spoke.
It's relatable, you know what I'm saying? People still, you know, there's still people out there hustling. They want to get there. They on their entrepreneur shit, you know what I'm saying? They want to, they need that motivation. They need that politics as usual. They need that, you know, that those songs that get you up and, you know, make you want to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? That give you that inspiration and, you know, just keep on pushing what you're pushing for. And that's a good album for that. The album just embodies that energy.
I'm seeing the American dream right here in front of my eyes. JayZ, Rockefeller Records. Go from something like this to the biggest thing in not only hip-hop, but entertainment and sports and anything you name. He's got his hand in. That's a real hustler. That's what he is.
We had the mentality that we had in the streets of hustling and, you know, reeing up and putting it back into the business. We took that mentality and adapted it and applied it in the music business. And, you know, it worked out for us.